So hello, Pete.
Hi.
Talking about the fact that you're a mentor here, what do you look for in these young people standing outside?
Well, talent. A kind of musical personality. You're looking as to if they've got something to say, I guess. You know, Philip mentioned it earlier, that's where the kind of charisma comes in. It doesn't mean you've got to be loud and like show off, but you can have a kind of a spiritual kind of charisma, a bit of just, especially we're talking about underground DJs and like the underground sound, you know, humbleness, a lot of the themes we talked about in the press conference, but talent is a big thing, and having a musical taste and an ability to then take what you like and play it to other people and turn them on with it.
You said that you also were in a DJ contest when you were young.
Yeah, I was 17, 18 years old. Yeah.
So if you would meet the 17, 18 years old Pete Tong right now, what would you say to him?
Don't just play to your friends, play to the whole room, because that's why I lost. Actually, I came like second or third, and the judges said to me, you were amazing and you played amazing music, but you only were playing to your people, because back in the competition I was in, you brought your own audience with you. So I had like 30 friends came up to this club, but there was 1,000 people in the room, and I tended to keep referencing these 30 people who were going crazy for me. So they said to me, yeah, if you'd like acknowledge the whole room, we probably would have made you win. So, and that's kind of a good lesson, because like it's like when you play in a club, you're working the whole room, not just, you know, you're not just playing for yourself. So
if you would have had the chance, would you have participated in BURN Residency?
I think so back then. I mean, you know, it was impossible to make music when I started. So just the joy of like the technological advances now that enable people to make tracks at home for quite low money and still make them sound amazing. The fact that you can buy Logic for a couple of £100 or Ableton Live is just unbelievable. The power that's locked inside those programs, you don't need anything else. You can go a long way just working within the box of those programs. So yeah, I mean, look where they are. You know, the fact that they bring them to Ibiza twice. They're going to leave 3 of them here for a month. And that's something that they started a few years ago, which I was very complimentary about, because how else can you really judge a DJ rather than leave them? They need to be out there for some time, and then you need to see how the island reacts to them. So that's not a new thing for this year. BURN have been doing that for a while, which is really good. So
talking about the old days, in Romania we have this video clip that we saw with you on the Essential Mix, stating the URL of the show. I mean, those were the days you were saying www.
Yeah.
Do you know it? Do you still?
Yeah. No. Well, I know. Yeah. It's a lot short. No, I can't remember that one. That was quite unbelievable.
Last question would be, if there would be a song that made you want to do music, to create music, which song would it be?
I think something like Strings of Life, you know, that would inspire me on so many levels. And when you think now what I'm doing with the orchestra, it's still so relevant. So I think, you know, I got into dance music really in the days of disco, when records were made with orchestras. I was always fascinated by the 2 things from that era were, you know, the orchestration of these pieces, and then the complexity of the way they were played. And obviously they were very long. This was all groundbreaking time, you know, the first 9-minute, 10-minute records that just seemed to go on forever and having breakdowns. So this disco was an amazing era. So I think that time as well, like the South Soul Orchestra and even like people like Barry White had a massive influence on me as a kid. So
thank you. We don't have any time, so it's all gone, Pete.
Thank you. Thank you. Very good. It has.